EmOUchihaHime here, and welcome to my first episode of my new segment here on my channel called Best Of. Do you remember when people were making videos about their favorite manga covers? Well, that's where the idea for this segment came from. I have so many different series that I didn't want to pick and choose between them and leave any series out. So in this segment, I'm going to cover 4 different aspects of each anime or manga series. I'm going to discuss the best covers, the best characters, the best moments, and the best volume. So let's get into the first episode of Best Of. So as you guys saw in the opening, today we're going to discuss the manga series Beauty Pop. For those of you who have no idea what Beauty Pop's about, basically it follows this girl named Kari who has amazing skills as a beautician. But she really has no desire to go down that path because of things that happened in her past. And no matter how hard she tries to stay away from things that make her use those skills, it always ends up happening. At the same time, there's this group called the Scissors Project that are trying to be the best beautician group in Japan. And the series basically follows their interactions with one another and over time shows how Kari begins to accept how good she is as a beautician and learns to enjoy it. So that's pretty much what the series is about. It is a slice of life series as well as a romantic series, which is something you should expect in a shoujo series. So let's get into those 4 aspects that we're going to cover in this episode of Best Of. So for best cover, I chose Volume 6. I really love how Volume 6 is done. I love the coloring there. I don't know if you guys can see. It has a yellow with a pinkish background. I really do like that. On the cover, we have Kaneko. She is Kari's best friend in this series. And I really think, just the way this one is done, it's really eye-catching. It's just really well done. I really do enjoy that. I mean, she just pops out there. Unlike some of the other volumes, I didn't really like the character that was on the cover. I really think Kaneko does a very good job as a model for a front cover. On the backs, you always have these details about the character, you know, how tall they are, their hairstyle and stuff. So that's pretty much what the back looks like, but I really, really like this front cover. It's just really eye-catching, it just pops really nicely. So this is definitely the best cover for Beauty Pop. As far as best character goes, I would have to give that to Kazuhiro, who is the makeup artist for the Scissors Project. And here's a picture of him. He's very much like Kyoya from Ouran High School Host Club. He is very methodical in his thinking. He's always thinking one step ahead, and he has a great way of getting intelligence about other people and stuff. So he is very much like Kyoya. I mean, even his hairstyle is pretty similar. So he's Kyoya reincarnated. That's really all I can say. So he is definitely the best character. He's probably the only character that didn't annoy me at any point in the series. Kari annoyed me a couple of times because she's just so indifferent a majority of the time. Naru, who is the blonde, no, he's not really blonde. He's the cutter for the, here he is. He is the cutter for the Scissors Project. He had this attitude in the beginning that just kind of annoyed me. I mean, I grew to understand why he was like that and stuff, but he kind of annoyed me too. So I think the only person who didn't annoy me was Kazuhiro, so I gotta give him props for being best character of the series. As far as best volume goes, that definitely goes to Volume 9. Volume 9 has a lot going on. In this volume, they get into a lot of the relationship stuff that really didn't appear in any other volume previous to it. I mean, there's probably some hints here and there, but there was no real discussion about which character liked who and all this other stuff. So they have 2 separate pairings that do appear in this particular volume. So you have Kari and you have Kazuhiro, and then you have Kari and Naru, which is the actual pairing that does exist in this series. So it was really exciting, just like, who the heck is she going to end up with? what is going on here, and it was really, really exciting. I loved this volume. This volume was really good. So this one is definitely the best volume of the series. As far as best moment goes, that was a toughie because there was a lot of amazing moments in this series, especially with those romantic elements. This may be spoilerish, so I don't know if you guys would think it's spoilers, but I do have to mention it. There was a couple of great moments in this series. One was the ending of Volume 10, and that was when Naru saw Kari off when she went to LA because she wanted to stay with her family. And that goodbye scene was really touching. He told her to keep at it, to keep getting better, and that one day that he would come out for her. So that really shows how much he really does love her and how committed he is to the person that he likes. Another amazing moment, which I really liked, was the moment between Billy and Kari. I think that was also in Volume 10. Billy felt really bad about stealing Kari's scissors. Now, to a beautician, their scissors is their life. So he felt really bad about it. And I really love how Kari approached the situation. She wasn't all mad about it. She wasn't screaming at him. You know, she wasn't all upset. She took it very well. And she basically just told him it was alright. And that, you know, she wasn't mad at him. And I really love that scene. It was just really touching. So, Volume 10 definitely gets props for the touching scenes that transpire in that volume. But once again, the best volume goes to Volume 9, with the best cover going to Volume 6. Just to warn you, I think it's Volume 7. That one is kind of a filler. It's kind of a filler volume, because it's basically just a lot of short stories that they just put together. So there are a lot of bonus stories in that one, so it's a little fillerish, but it's still pretty cool. So, yeah. So that is the 4 aspects that we're going to talk about in this episode of Best Of. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my first time doing this new segment, so let me know what you guys thought of it. Should I keep on doing it? Should I shoot it down? Tell me what you think. How can I make it better? Just let me know these things. I really look forward to hearing your feedback, and that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!